Once again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today I got Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which is actually Exynos chipset variant. And the ROM that I flash on this mobile phone is actually LineageOS 23.2. Well, if you see the wallpaper, I'm moving the mobile phone. The wallpaper is actually also moving. Well, this is not the ROM feature. Actually, I installed the ZEDGE application. From this application, the wallpaper that I have set on the home screen, this is actually 3D wallpaper, which look nice on the mobile phone. Making a video is not an easy job. And if you are getting help from my videos, if you want to appreciate my work, you can just like the video, keep sharing it with others. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, click or tap the subscribe button, click or tap the bell icon, click or tap the select all. Thank you. You can see that Lineage 23.2, which is actually unofficial codename of my mobile phone, is C2S. If I tap the Android 16 version, these are the details that currently you can see on my mobile phone. Android 16, Lineage OS version is 23.2. Android security update is 1st March 2026. Windows security patch level date is 1st July 2025. And these are other details that you can see right now. Right now, this ROM is for those who like to have a change on the mobile phone, because let me tell you that this is actually initial stage. Developer will release the updates and will fix the things that currently this ROM is have. Like, there are few bugs with the ROM, but I can say that those who do not use the S Pen and those who do not use the NFC, they can use this ROM as a daily driver. So the things working with this ROM, the Wi-Fi is working, the Bluetooth is working, the mobile data is working, mobile network is working, camera application working fine, GPS is working, but the S Pen is actually not working. If you pull out the S Pen, the mobile phone will crash and it will get reboot. Rest, you can read the details provided in my video description if you want to know. The camera application is actually working all the way fine. Taking pictures, recording videos is an easy thing on this mobile phone, like if you are using this ROM, right? The QS panel of the ROM, which is actually the latest one coming with the Android 16, and the widgets that you can see working fine with the ROM. ROM is not rooted. Banking application working fine. If you are opening the banking application, there will be no issue until or unless you root the ROM. The fingerprint scanner is working very fine. Check out the animation if I'm turning on the screen. Look nice. The fingerprint scanner is working fine, but there is no face unlocking. I can say that the ROM is super fast. Yes, super fast. If I compare it with the stock firmware, definitely I will say that it have a good battery consumption. The ROM is well optimized and the speed is awesome with this ROM. Although it have some bugs, but those who can say that the bugs is not actually matter for me, they can use the ROM, because if they want speedy ROM with a good battery life, yes, you can go for it. ROM coming vanilla. Yes, we have to flash the gaps separately, and the Google Play Store will provide it if we flash after flashing gaps on the ROM. The Play Store is working fine. It getting updates automatically, and the applications is also getting updates automatically. This ROM is coming device is not certified, but if you want to make the device certified, then we have to root the ROM to make the device certified. Well, I am using this ROM since from 2 days, and I can say that it's a good ROM for those who are flashaholic. They want to flash different ROM on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. If you are the owner of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, definitely go for this ROM. Well, obviously, if you think the ROM is not that good, you can flash any other ROM. I have many videos uploaded already flashing the custom ROM on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. You can check out the playlist of my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So, how to flash the ROM? Watch the further video. So, friends, links are all provided in my video description. Make a new folder and download the files. This is the Artisan ROM TWRP recovery pack which is actually for the N985F and N986B. Let me tell you that this LineageOS ROM is only for the N985F and N986B. If you are having a Snapdragon chipset variant, do not try to flash this ROM. This ROM is actually for the Exynos variant only, right? So the artisan recovery link provided, this is a tar recovery file, and thanks to the developer who provided this recovery for the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So download the LineageOS 23.2 ROM file, NICGAPS file. NICGAPS is working actually fine. The ARM64 variant of the Invite 16. Yes, download Odin also and download the platform tools. And this is the LineageOS recovery coming along with the ROM file. When you go to the website of the LineageOS, the developer website, you will find the recovery file over there. You can download the recovery and the ROM file. So after downloading, must extract the platform tools in same folder. Then extract the Odin also in same folder, and then copy the LineageOS ROM file, NICGAPS file from the downloaded folder and open the extracted folder of the platform tools. Paste both files over here. Both files got copied. I will rename the file to make the things easy. Select the file name, press F2, erase the file name. Give a ROM file name ROM. The file name is supposed to be rom.zip. Press enter key. Now select the NICGAPS file, press F2, erase the file name, give a name GAPPS. The file name is supposed to be gaps.zip. Press enter key. Now go back to the downloaded folder, open the extracted folder of the Odin. Double click the Odin file, click OK on this pop-up window. So on the Odin, click AP slot, this one, right? Go to the downloaded folder where you have downloaded the files. Galaxy Note 20 Ultra folder, you will see the artisan ROM, the TWRP recovery file. Double click to select this file. Odin is ready, coming back towards my mobile phone. So there are few things that we have to do before flashing the ROM file on any mobile phone. First of all, let me tell you that your mobile phone must be updated to the latest stock firmware. Like if you are a flashaholic, if you are flashing different custom ROM on the mobile phone, your mobile phone once updated to the latest stock firmware, and if you are using any custom ROM doesn't matter, right? And your mobile phone bootloader must be unlocked. In case if you don't know how to unlock the bootloader, I will provide tutorial video link in my video description. You can watch that video how to properly unlock the bootloader of the Samsung Galaxy mobile phone so you can easily flash the recovery file. Check the mobile phone battery, it must be charged. In case if the battery is below 30%, then charge the mobile phone battery. You have to save all the internal storage data. Whatever data you have, just make a backup or save it. Otherwise, everything will get formatted like your recent call list, SMS, WhatsApp data. Make a backup, otherwise the things will get formatted, right? In case if you are using Samsung firmware and if you have logged in the Samsung account, must remove the account so we are not having any issues flashing the custom recovery file. Go to the security privacy, then tap the device unlock and tap screen lock, unlock it. Then select swipe to turn off the screen lock. Turn off the screen lock selecting swipe, right? Go to password accounts, sync your Google account once, must remove it to avoid issues. If you have done all these things, simply power off the mobile phone. Always use a good quality of data cable. Check the other side of the data cable must be connected with computer. Check the mobile phone, it must be totally power off. We have to boot the phone into Odin mode. Press and hold the volume up key, volume down key, then connect the data cable with the mobile phone. In few seconds, you will see a warning screen. Release both keys immediately, right? On this screen, press the volume up key to boot the phone into Odin mode. Now, this is the Odin mode screen. Check KG state must show checking. In case if the mobile phone KG state showing pre-normal, then you have to watch the video. Link provided in my video description how to convert KG state from pre-normal or anything else to checking. The checking must show, otherwise the recovery or the ROM will not get flashed. So the phone is booted into Odin mode and connected already with computer. On my computer screen, I have installed the Samsung Android USB driver already. So that is why the Odin detected my mobile phone, right? On the Odin, click Options, untick the Auto Reboot, go back to Lock, then click Start to start flashing the custom recovery on the mobile phone. When you see pass message means done, exit the Odin, go back to the downloaded folder and coming back towards my mobile phone. The phone still booted into Odin mode because I untick the auto reboot. Check the data cable must be connected, right? Now we have to boot the phone into custom recovery from the Odin mode. Press and hold the volume up key, volume down key and power key. Keep hold it, press, wait for it. When you see mobile phone restart, release the volume down key first. Okay. When mobile phone shows Samsung logo, then release the power key, wait for it. Okay. After 5 seconds, release the volume up key. Yes. Now the phone will boot into TWRP recovery. Wait for it. I got the recovery. Now, first thing first, I will tap wipe, format data, tap format data, type YES here, then tap here to format the partition. Must do the format partition, then go back to the main screen, then tap reboot and tap recovery. Recovery screen got back. Now I will move towards my computer screen. On my computer screen, copy the recovery.img, which is actually LineageOS recovery. Copy the recovery file from the downloaded folder and you will see that the internal storage is actually pop up. Yes, here you can see on your computer screen. Open the internal storage and copy the recovery file on the internal storage. Okay, done. Now on the mobile phone screen, tap install, then tap install image and recovery file you will see here. Tap to select the recovery file, then scroll down and select the recovery partition by tapping on it, then swipe to start flashing the recovery file. Done. Go back to main screen, tap reboot and tap recovery. Now this time the mobile phone will boot into LineageOS recovery. The TWRP recovery is gone now. Well, the Lineage recovery got back. Now let me tell you that if you are thinking to flash the TWRP recovery over the AOS recovery, which cannot be done, if you want to flash the TWRP recovery over the AOS recovery, you need to flash the stock firmware back first, then install the TWRP recovery. Now, on the Lineage recovery, first thing first, tap factory reset, tap factory data reset, format data. Done. Then format cache partition. Yes. Done. Then format system partition. Yes. Okay, done. Then go back to the main screen. Tap apply update. Apply from ATB. The phone booted into the site load mode. On my computer screen, open the extracted folder of the platform tools. Right click on the cmd.exe. Left click on the run as administrator. Click yes on next pop-up window. The command window will open. Now start flashing the ROM file by giving the command adb space site load space rom.zip. Press enter key. The file will start transferring to the mobile phone and it will flash also along with it. Now it will take a time. We have to wait here. ROM flashing done. Definitely check the bottom of the screen. It will say install completed with status 0. Status 0 means flashing done properly. Now reboot the recovery to flash the gaps. Tap advance, then tap reboot to recovery. Now once again tap apply update, apply from ATB. Phone got booted once again to site load mode. On my computer screen, command window is already open. Now type the command to flash the gaps file adb space site load space, check the spelling. Yes, I got the wrong spelling. SIDELOD side load GAPPS dot ZIP. After side load, we have to give a space, right? ADB side load gaps dot ZIP. Press enter key. Now same thing will start once again. If you see on the mobile phone, it is prompting me signature verification failed. Doesn't matter, just tap yes. So the flashing will start it. The file will start transferring to the mobile phone. It will get flash also. Wait for it. Caps flashing completed. I am done from the computer and on my mobile phone, check the bottom screen saying install completed with status 0, right? Now disconnect the data cable from the mobile phone and reboot system is already highlighted. Tap on it. Now the phone will stick on the Samsung Galaxy logo for a while. Then it will start booting to the LineageOS 23.2 ROM. The first boot will not take that much time. Still, we have to wait here. First boot got completed. Didn't took that much time. Very quick first boot. I will complete the setup screen. I'm telling you that this ROM is so very fast response, very quick response. Finally, I got the ROM smoothly on my mobile phone. So these are the default applications. You can see that the Play Store is now provided. Camera applications is also there, right? I will go to settings, then I will go to about phone to make sure to show you that what ROM I have. Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. N985F is the model number, Android 16, Lineage 23.2, right? Let me tell the Android 16. So I will show the details, the rest detail of my mobile phone. These are the rest details that I already showed you, and the ROM is got flashed very smoothly on my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Good ROM, waiting for the next release, so the bugs will get fixed hopefully, and still the ROM is good for the daily use, right? So if you got help from the video, do not forget to like the video, keep sharing it, subscribe my channel also. Thank you so much. See you again. Bye bye. Tata.